Once upon a time, in the heart of the African savannah, there stood the majestic kingdom of Goza, which was ruled by a king named Samba. His queen, Mela, was known throughout the land for her beauty and grace. Together, they had a daughter, who was the pride and joy of the kingdom. The only distress of Queen Mela was her inability to bear her husband a male heir. Their union, once a beacon of hope and prosperity, now lay fractured and tattered. For King Samba, lured by the whispers of desire and ambition, took a second wife, Lady Maraba, in his quest for a male heir. The birth of Maraba's son ignited the flames of jealousy within Queen Mela, for she had longed for a son of her own to secure her place upon the throne. Queen Mela felt betrayed, believing that her husband's love had shifted away from her and their daughter to his new family. Shortly after the king married his second wife, his first queen also gave birth to a son. With the news of the first Queen Mela's birth of a male son, the whole village was buzzing with questions, gossip and rumors. Everyone was pondering which son would inherit the throne. A decision which was left to be made by the king by making a decree and sealing it with his royal seal. As the years went by, the sons had grown into fine young men, and King Samba's mind was troubled by the weighty decision before him. He couldn't shake the feeling of uncertainty that gnawed at him. With his two sons now vying for the throne, each son held a special place in his heart, and the thought of favoring one over the other filled him with unease. Should he follow tradition and choose the elder son, born of his beloved second wife Maraba, whose tender nature and gentle spirit captured his affection? Or should he consider the qualities of the younger son, born of the first queen who was his first love and with whom he built the kingdom? Consumed by jealousy and the feeling of betrayal, Queen Mela plotted to secure the throne for her own son. She saw her husband's actions as a betrayal of their love and a threat to her son's place as heir of Goza kingdom. She sought the help of a dark sorcerer who dwelled deep within the forbidden Ugogo jungle. In the shadows of the dark jungle, Queen Mela conspired with the sorcerer. Together, they plotted a fateful plan to get a decree from the king, sealed with his royal seal, which pronounces Queen Mela's son as the next king of Goza kingdom. They also intended to silence King Samba forever. The sorcerer, sensing the darkness in Nola's heart, agreed to aid her. He concocted a potion by carefully blending rare herbs and potent poisons with the intention of inflicting fatal consequences upon King Samba. This nefarious brew, once consumed, would gradually drain the life from the king and silence him forever. Under the guise of celebrating King Samba, Queen Mela invited King Samba to a lavish feast in his honor. Little did he know that the feast was laced with the sorcerer's potion, which slowly sapped away his strength. Queen Mela had earlier on prepared the decree pronouncing her son as next king. She took advantage of the now weakened King Samba and approved the decree with the royal seal. King Samba helplessly died 2 days after the lavish feast, leaving no traces to Queen Mela as the culprit. The potion weakened him to the extent he couldn't speak or communicate what went on at his feast with Queen Mela to anyone, as the poison was a slow one. People believed the king died of a sudden sickness when in reality it was Queen Mela's handwork. As the king fell victim to the queen's treachery, her son ascended to the throne, hailed as the new ruler of the Goza kingdom. With her goal achieved, Queen Mela stood by her son's side, her heart hardened by ambition. But amidst the trappings of power, Queen Mela found herself haunted by the cost of her actions. For in her quest for vengeance, she had sacrificed love, honor, and the very soul of her kingdom. And so, as the sun sets on this tale of betrayal and ambition, we are reminded that even the brightest crown can cast the darkest shadow. For true greatness lies not in the pursuit of power, but in the courage to forgive and the strength to love.